Convert the following equation to standard form. So here's our equation in general form, and then center and radius. So start off by getting your x's together and your y's together. So I have x squared plus 8x. Now my y values, plus y squared plus 4y equals, I did the equals first because I'm going to add the 16 to the other side of the equation. So 0 plus 16 is 16. Our next step is what we call complete the square. So I'm going to leave space. I have x squared plus 8x. And when we complete the square, we add on another value. So I'm going to leave space for that. We're going to do the same thing with our y's. So y squared plus 4y. And then we're going to add on another value. Equals 16. And those two values that we added on to that side of the equation, we have to add on to this side of the equation as well. So we want our form as x something squared and then y plus or minus something squared equals our value. So to get that value, we take our middle term, the number by x, and divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And because x plus 4 squared really means x plus 4 times x plus 4, to find that value, you can multiply these. So x times x, x squared. X times 4, 4x. 4 times x, 4x. 4 times 4, 16. So when I combine like terms in the middle, I get the 8x. And see how I got what we started with, but something happened. We get this extra plus 16 out here. So we have to add 16, and to keep our equation balanced, we add it on both sides of the equation. So we're going to do that same thing with y. We're going to take the term just by y, not y squared, and divide it by 2. So plus 2, 4 divided by 2 squared. And you can do this. You can multiply those out and see what you get. But the shortcut is to take that term that you got, so 4, and square it. That's where the 16 comes from. It's 4 times 4 right here at the end. So this one's going to be 2 times 2, or 2 squared, which is 4. And we have to add that on both sides of our equation. Okay, so now out here we have 16 plus 16 plus 4. So 16 plus 16 is 32, plus 4 is 36. And that's our equation. So x plus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 36. Now we want to identify the center and the radius. So remember, our equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So really, we don't have a minus here. Our equation is really x minus negative 4 and y minus negative 2. That's where those positives come from. It's really 2 negatives because there's a negative here in our formula. So h is negative 4 and k is negative 2. Remember, it's the opposite sign. And our center happens at hk. So our center is actually negative 4, negative 2. And to find the radius, we use the r squared. And you have to take the square root. We don't want r squared, we want r. So r equals 6 is the square root of 36. So negative 4, negative 2, and 6.